capable, adjective, able and efficient, having the ability needed for a specific task, having the disposition to do something, permitting or being susceptible to something. Love, noun, strong affection, verb, usually transitive, sometimes intransitive, stative, to have a strong affection for someone or something. Difference, noun, the quality of being different, verb, to distinguish or differentiate. Nan, noun, a mother of someone's parent. Noun, a girl or an unmarried young woman. Maiden, noun, an effeminate man, especially a homosexual. Noun, a woman or girl employed to care for children. Compact, noun, an agreement or contract. Afford, verb, to incur, stand, or bear without serious detriment, as an act which might under other circumstances be injurious, with an auxiliary, as can, could, might, etc., to be able or rich enough. Engraved, verb, to carve text or symbols into something, usually for the purposes of identification or art. Verb, to put in a grave, to bury. Adjective, made by engraving. Following, verb, to go after, to pursue, to move behind in the same path or direction. Noun, a group of followers, attendants or admirers. An entourage. Adjective, coming next, either in sequence or in time. Preposition, after, subsequent to. Interest, noun, the price paid for obtaining, or price received for providing, money or goods in a credit transaction, calculated as a fraction of the amount or value of what was borrowed. Verb, to engage the attention of, to awaken interest in, to excite emotion or passion in behalf of a person or thing. Hunt, noun, the act of hunting. Verb, to find or search for an animal in the wild with the intention of killing the animal for its meat, or for sport. Kidnap, noun, the crime, or an instance, of kidnapping. Verb, to seize and detain a person unlawfully, sometimes for ransom. Neatly, adverb, in a neat manner. Finished, verb, to complete something. Adjective, processed or perfected. Foods, noun, any solid substance that can be consumed by living organisms, especially by eating, in order to sustain life. Best, noun, the supreme effort one can make, or has made. Verb, to surpass in skill or achievement. Adjective, most, largest. Adjective, of people. Adverb, manner, accurately, competently, satisfactorily. Amount, noun, the total, aggregate or sum of material. Not applicable to discrete numbers or units or items in standard English. Verb, followed by to total or evaluate. Downtown, noun, the main business part of a city or town, usually located at or near its center. Adjective, of, relating to, or situated in the central business district. Adverb, in or towards the central business district. Gardening, verb, to grow plants in a garden, to create or maintain a garden. Noun, the process or action of cultivating the soil, particularly in a garden, the care of a garden. Horticulture. Cure, noun, a method, device or medication that restores good health. Balancing, verb, to bring items to an equipoise, as the scales of a balance by adjusting the weights. Noun, an action wherein someone balances or something is balanced. Names, noun, any nounal word or phrase which indicates a particular person, place, class, or thing. Verb, detransitive, to give a name to. Noun, any of several types of true yam. Dioscorea, used in Caribbean Spanish cooking. Descriptions, noun, a sketch or account of anything in words. A portraiture or representation in language. An enumeration of the essential qualities of a thing or species. Noun, Adverb, to no extent, in no way. Encourage. Verb, to mentally support, to motivate, give courage, hope or spirit. Forgot. Verb, to lose remembrance of. Coalition. Noun, a temporary group or union of organizations, usually formed for a particular advantage. Facilities. Noun, facilities for urination and defecation. A toilet. A lavatory. Noun, the fact of being easy, or easily done. Absence of difficulty. Simplicity. Grow. Verb, to become larger, to increase in magnitude. Chip. Noun, a small piece broken from a larger piece of solid material. Nick. Noun, a small cut in a surface. Verb, to make a nick or notch in. To cut or scratch in a minor way. Cough. Noun, a sudden, usually noisy expulsion of air from the lungs. Often involuntary. Verb, to push air from the lungs in a quick, noisy explosion. Fights. Verb, to contend in physical conflict, either singly or in war, battle, etc. Noun, an occasion of fighting. Bash. Noun, a large party, gala event. Verb, to strike heavily. Attendant. Noun, one who attends, one who works with or watches over something. Adjective, going with. Associated. Concomitant. Evidence. Noun, facts or observations presented in support of an assertion. Verb, to provide evidence for, or suggest the truth of. Looking. Noun, the act of one who looks, a glance. Discussion. Noun, conversation or debate concerning a particular topic. Afternoon. Noun, the part of the day from noon or lunchtime until sunset. Evening, or supper time or 6 p.m. Adverb, more often in the plural. In the afternoon. Interjection. Clipping of good afternoon. Gingerbread. Noun, a type of cake whose main flavoring is ginger. Existing. Verb, stative, to be, have existence, have being or reality. Adjective, that exists, or has existence, especially that exists now. Bow. Noun, a weapon made of a curved piece of wood or other flexible material whose ends are connected by a string, used for shooting arrows. Verb, to play music on a stringed instrument using a bow. Exported. Verb, to carry away. Death. Noun, the cessation of life and all associated processes. The end of an organism's existence as an entity independent from its environment and its return to an inert, non-living state. Highlighted. Verb, to make prominent, emphasize. Kebabs. Noun, a dish of pieces of meat, fish, or vegetables roasted on a skewer or spit, especially a doner kebab. Verb, to roast in the style of a kebab. Greedy. Adjective, having greed, consumed by selfish desires. Moderator. Noun, someone who moderates. Certain. Noun, with the something certain. Adjective, sure, positive, not doubting. Pronoun, with of, unnamed or undescribed members. Of, enroll. Verb, to enter, a name, etc., in a register, roll or list. Catholic. Adjective, of the Western Christian Church, as differentiated from e.g. the Orthodox Church. Adjective, universal, all-encompassing. Mix. Verb, to stir together. Grocery. Noun, usually groceries, retail foodstuffs and other household supplies. Verb, to go grocery shopping. Estate. Noun, the collective property and liabilities of someone, especially a deceased person. Verb, to give an estate to. Adjective, jewelry, previously owned, second-hand. Negative. Noun, refusal or withholding of assents. Prohibition. Veto. Verb, to refuse, to veto. Adjective, not positive nor neutral. Interjection. Signaling, an elaborate synonym for no. Contain. Verb, to hold inside. Assurance. Noun. The act of assuring. A declaration tending to inspire full confidence. That which is designed to give confidence. Appreciate. Verb. To be grateful or thankful for. Baking. Verb. With person as subject. To cook something in an oven. Noun. An action in which something is baked. Adjective. That bakes. Good. Adjective. Of people. Interjection. That is good. An elliptical exclamation of satisfaction or commendation. Enjoying. Verb. To receive pleasure or satisfaction from something. Cans. Noun. A more or less cylindrical vessel for liquids. Usually of steel or aluminium, but sometimes of plastic, and with a carrying handle over the top. Verb. To seal in a can. Glass. Verb. To apply fiberglass to. Noun. An amorphous solid, often transparent substance made by melting sand with a mixture of soda, potash and lime. Verb. To fit with glass. To glaze. Family. Noun. A group of people who are closely related to one another. By blood, marriage or adoption. Kin. For example, a set of parents and their children. An immediate family. Adjective. Suitable for children and adults. Noun. A person belonging to a particular family. A close relative or relation. Hamburger. Noun. A hot sandwich consisting of a patty of cooked ground beef or a meat substitute. In a sliced bun. Sometimes also containing salad vegetables. Condiments. Or both. Drink. Verb. To consume. A liquid. Through the mouth. Enthusiastic. Adjective. With zealous fervor. Excited, motivated. Military. Noun. Armed forces. Adjective. Characteristic of members of the armed forces. Manipulating. Verb. To move, arrange or operate something using the hands. Gentleman. Noun. A man of gentle but not noble birth. Particularly a man of means. Originally ownership of property. Who does not work for a living but has no official status in a peerage. An armiferous man ranking below a knight. Noun. Possessive case of gentleman. Belonging to some or all gentlemen. Noun. A lavatory intended for use by men. Often including urinals in addition to toilets. Ignored. Verb. To deliberately not listen or pay attention to. Limited. Verb. To restrict. Not to allow to go beyond a certain bound. To set boundaries. Noun. An express train that only halts at a limited number of stops. Adjective. With certain, often specified, limits placed upon it. Indices. Noun. An alphabetical listing of items and their location. Half. Noun. One of two usually roughly equal parts into which anything may be divided. Are considered as divided. Verb. To have. Adjective. Consisting of a half. 1/2. 50%. Adverb. In two equal parts or to an equal degree. Preposition. A half hour after. 30 minutes after. Used with the number of the hour. Generalized. Verb. To speak in generalities. Or in vague terms. Adjective. Made more general. Less specialized. Competing. Verb. To be in battle or in a rivalry with another for the same thing. Position. Or reward. To contend. Adjective. Being in the state of competition. Often unintentionally. Extroverted. Adjective. Turned or thrust outwards, especially. Network. Noun. A fabric or structure of fibrous elements attached to each other at regular intervals. Verb. To interact socially for the purpose of getting connections or personal advancement. Lazy. Noun. A lazy person. Verb. To laze. Act in a lazy manner. Adjective. Unwilling to do work or make an effort. Disinclined to exertion. Genius. Noun. Someone possessing extraordinary intelligence or skill. Especially somebody who has demonstrated this by a creative or original work in science, music, art, etc. Adjective. ingenious, brilliant, very clever, or original. Funnel. Noun. A utensil in the shape of an inverted hollow cone terminating in a narrow pipe. For channeling liquids or granular material. Typically used when transferring said substances from any container into ones with a significantly smaller opening. Verb. To use a funnel. Nominate. Verb. To name someone as a candidate for a particular role or position, including that of an office. Adjective. Nominotypical. Crisp. Noun. A thin slice of fried potato eaten as a snack. Verb. To make crisp. Adjective. Of something seen or heard. Sharp. Clearly defined. Investment. Noun. The act of investing, or state of being invested. Gap. Noun. An opening in anything made by breaking or parting. Verb. To notch. As a sword or knife. Gamer. Noun. A person who plays any kind of game. Career. Noun. One's calling in life. A person's occupation. One's profession. Verb. To move rapidly straight ahead, especially in an uncontrolled way. Chairman. Noun. A person presiding over a meeting. Verb. To serve as chairman. Mechanics. Noun. The branch of physics that deals with the action of forces on material objects with mass. Dean. Noun. A senior official in a college or university, who may be in charge of a division or faculty. For example, the dean of science, or have some other advisory or disciplinary function. For example, the dean of students. Verb. To serve as a dean. Inspiration. Noun. The drawing of air into the lungs. Accomplished in mammals by elevation of the chest walls and flattening of the diaphragm. As part of the act of respiration. Defending. Verb. To ward off attacks against. To fight, to protect, to guard. Explore. Noun. An exploration. A tour of a place to see what it is like. Verb. To seek for something or after someone. Illustration. Noun. The act of illustrating. The act of making clear and distinct. Education. Also. The state of being illustrated. Or of being made clear and distinct. Cheeky. Adjective. Impudent. Impertinent. Impertinently bold. Often in a way that is regarded as endearing or amusing. Bullet. Noun. A projectile. Usually of metal. Shot from a gun at high speed. Verb. To draw attention to. Text. By. Or as if by. Placing a graphic bullet in front of it. Noise. Noun. Various sounds, usually unwanted or unpleasant. Verb. To make a noise, to sound. Condition. Noun. A logical clause or phrase that a conditional statement uses. The phrase can either be true or false. Verb. To subject to the process of acclimation. Absorbent. Noun. Anything which absorbs. Adjective. Having the ability or tendency to absorb. Able to soak up liquid easily. Absorptive. Earliest. Adjective. At a time in advance of the usual or expected event. Adverb. At a time before expected. Sooner than usual. Lecturer. Noun. A person who gives lectures, especially as a profession. Hierarchy. Noun. A body of authoritative officials organized in nested ranks. Beans. Noun. A reusable software component written in Java. Noun. Any plant of several genera of the taxonomic family Fabaceae that produces large edible seeds or edible seed pods. Verb. To hit deliberately with a projectile, especially in the head. Noun. Urban. Pills. Drugs in pill form. Lumberjack. Noun. A person whose work is to fell trees. Verb. To work as a lumberjack. Cutting down trees. Interaction. Noun. The situation or occurrence in which two or more objects or events act upon one another to produce a new effect. The effect resulting from such a situation or occurrence. Compete. Verb. To be in battle or in a rivalry with another for the same thing. Position. Or reward. to contend. Humor. Noun, the quality of being amusing, comical, funny. Verb, to pacify by indulging. Cup. Noun, a concave vessel for drinking from, usually made of opaque material, as opposed to a glass, and with a handle. Verb, to form into the shape of a cup, particularly of the hands. Approach. Noun, the act of drawing near, a coming or advancing near. Verb, to come or go near, in place or time, to draw nigh, to advance nearer. Diversity. Noun, the quality of being diverse or different, difference or unlikeness. Insecure. Adjective, not secure. Fascination. Noun, the act of bewitching or enchanting. Mutual. Noun, a mutual fund. Adjective, having the same relationship, each to each other. Expand. Verb, to change something from a smaller form and or size to a larger one. To spread out or lay open. Contribution. Noun, something given or offered that adds to a larger whole. Academic. Noun, usually capitalized. A follower of Plato. A Platonist. Adjective, belonging to the school or philosophy of Plato. Boost. Noun, a push from behind, as to one who is endeavoring to climb. Verb, to lift or push from behind. One who is endeavoring to climb. To push up. Contained. Verb, to hold inside. Adjective, restricted in space. Aid. Noun, an assistant. Calculation. Noun, the act or process of calculating. Jazz. Noun, a musical art form rooted in West African cultural and musical expression and in the African American blues tradition, with diverse influences over time. Commonly characterized by blue notes, syncopation, swing, call and response, polyrhythms and improvisation. Verb, to destroy. Ceiling. Verb, to line or finish a surface, such as a wall, with plaster, stucco, thin boards, or similar. Noun, the overhead closure of a room. Cell. Noun, a single room dwelling for a hermit. Verb, to place or enclose in a cell. Mindful. Adjective, being aware of something, attentive, heedful. Fry. Noun, usually in the plural. Fries. A fried strip of potato. Verb, a method of cooking food. Between. Noun, a kind of needle, shorter than a sharp, with a small rounded eye, used for making fine stitches on heavy fabrics. Preposition, in the position or interval that separates two things, or intermediate in quantity or degree. See usage notes below. Drought. Noun, a period of unusually low rainfall, longer and more severe than a dry spell. Deeper. Adjective, of a physical distance, extending far away from a point of reference, especially downwards. Cubes. Noun, a regular polyhedron having 6 identical square faces. Verb, to raise to the third power. To determine the result of multiplying by itself twice. Noun, a cubicle, especially one of those found in offices. Contribution. Noun, something given or offered that adds to a larger whole. Dock. Noun, any of the genus Rumex of coarse weedy plants with small green flowers related to buckwheat. Especially common dock, and used as potherbs and in folk medicine, especially in curing nettle rash. Gray. Noun, an achromatic color intermediate between black and white. Verb, to become gray. Adjective, having a color somewhere between white and black, as the ash of an ember. Expert. Noun, a person with extensive knowledge or ability in a given subject. Adjective, extraordinarily capable or knowledgeable. Hash. Noun, food, especially meat and potatoes, chopped and mixed together. Verb, to chop into small pieces. To make into a hash. Derive. Verb, to obtain or receive something from something else. Desire. Noun, someone or something wished for. Verb, to want, to wish for earnestly. Addressing. Verb, to prepare oneself. Noun, a process of putting a person's name and address on an item of mail. Crazy. Noun, an insane or eccentric person. A crackpot. Adjective, flawed or damaged, unsound, liable to break apart. Ramshackle. Adverb, very, extremely. Handle. Noun, the part of an object which is designed to be held in the hand when used or moved. Dark. Adjective, having an absolute or, more often, relative lack of light. Fulfillment. Noun, the act of fulfilling. Lived. Verb, to be alive, to have life. Adjective, in combination, having a specified duration of life. Deep. Noun, with the deep part of a lake, sea, etc. Adjective, of a physical distance, extending far away from a point of reference, especially downwards. Adverb, deeply, breathtaking. Adjective, stunningly beautiful, amazing. Contract. Noun, an agreement between two or more parties to perform a specific job or work order, often temporary or of fixed duration and usually governed by a written agreement. Adjective, contracted, affianced, betrothed. Magnet. Noun, a piece of material that attracts some metals by magnetism. Laundry. Noun, a laundering, a washing. Nickel. Noun, a silvery elemental metal with an atomic number of 28 and symbol Ni. Verb, to plate with nickel. Again. Adverb, another time, once more. Preposition, obsolete or dialectal, against. Disgrace. Noun, the condition of being out of favor, loss of favor, regard, or respect. Verb, to put someone out of favor, to bring shame or ignominy upon. Astronauts. Noun, a member of the crew of a spaceship or other spacecraft that travels beyond Earth's atmosphere, or someone trained to serve that purpose. Despite. Noun, disdain, contemptuous feelings, hatred. Verb, to vex, to annoy, to offend contemptuously. Preposition, in spite of, notwithstanding, regardless of. Certainty. Noun, the state of being certain. Major. Noun, a military rank between captain and lieutenant colonel. Diet. Noun, the food and beverage a person or animal consumes. Adjective, of a food or beverage containing less fat, salt, sugar, or calories than normal, are claimed to have such. Messed. Verb, transitive, often used with up, to make untidy or dirty. Verb, to take meals with a mess. Comma. Noun, the punctuation mark, used to indicate a set-off parts of a sentence or between elements of a list. Verb, to place a comma or commas within text. To follow, precede, or surround a portion of text with commas. Bites. Noun, the act of biting. Verb, to cut into something by clamping the teeth. Loves. Noun, strong affection. Verb, usually transitive, sometimes intransitive. Stative, to have a strong affection for someone or something. Verb, to praise, commend. Disturb. Noun, disturbance. Verb, to confuse a quiet, constant state or a calm, continuous flow. In particular, thoughts, actions or liquids. Has. Verb, to possess, own. Automatically. Adverb, in an automatic manner. Carpenters. Noun, a person skilled at carpentry, the trade of cutting and joining timber in order to construct buildings or other structures. Collaborate. Verb, to work together with others to achieve a common goal. Maim. Noun, a serious wound. Verb, to wound seriously, to cause permanent loss of function of a limb or part of the body. Environmental. Adjective, pertaining to the environment. Behavior. Noun, the way a living creature behaves or acts. Donate. Verb. To make a donation. To give away something of value to support or contribute towards a cause or for the benefit of another. Editing. Verb. To change a text or a document. Noun. An act or instance of something being edited. Balance. Noun. A state in which opposing forces harmonize. Equilibrium. Verb. To bring items to an equipoise, as the scales of a balance by adjusting the weights. Boiled. Verb. Of liquids. To heat to the point where it begins to turn into a gas. Adjective. Cooked in boiling water. Fingers. Noun. A slender jointed extremity of the human hand, exclusive of the thumb. Verb. To identify or point out. Also put the finger on. To report to or identify for the authorities. Rat on. Rat out. Squeal on. Tattle on. Turn in. Minded. Verb. Originally and chiefly in negative or interrogative constructions. To dislike. To object to. To be bothered by. Adjective. Having a mind, inclination, for something or a certain way of thinking about things. Energize. Verb. To invigorate, to make energetic. Diving. Verb. To swim under water. Noun. The action of the verb to dive in any sense. Adjective. That or who dives or dive. Iron. Noun. A common, inexpensive metal, silvery gray when untarnished, that rusts, is attracted by magnets, and is used in making steel. Verb. To pass an iron over clothing or some other item made of cloth, in order to remove creases. Adjective. Made of the metal iron. Hits. Noun. A blow, a punch, a striking against, the collision of one body against another, the stroke that touches anything. Verb. Heading. Physical. To strike. Minute. Noun. A unit of time equal to 60 seconds. 1/60th of an hour. Verb. Of an event. To write in a memo or the minutes of a meeting. Monument. Noun. A structure built for commemorative or symbolic reasons, or as a memorial. A commemoration. Verb. To mark or memorialize with a monument. Gather. Noun. A play or fold in cloth, made by drawing a thread through it. A pucker. Verb. To collect, normally separate things. Elements. Noun. One of the simplest or essential parts or principles of which anything consists, or upon which the constitution or fundamental powers of anything are based. Noun. Outdoor weather, such as wind or rain. Lately. Adverb. Recently, not long ago, of late. Authorization. Noun. Permission. Accounted. Verb. To provide explanation. Component. Noun. A smaller, self-contained part of a larger entity. Often refers to a manufactured object that is part of a larger device. Adjective. Making up a larger whole. As a component word. Gestures. Noun. A motion of the limbs or body, especially one made to emphasize speech. Verb. To make a gesture or gestures. Contradictory. Noun. Either of a pair of propositions that cannot both be true or both be false. Adjective. That contradicts something, such as an argument. Analytical. Adjective. Of or pertaining to analysis, resolving into elements or constituent parts. Formative. Noun. Grammar. A language unit that has morphological function. Adjective. Of or pertaining to the formation and subsequent growth of something. Arguing. Verb. To show grounds for concluding that. To indicate, imply. Noun. Argument. New. Verb. To perceive the truth or factuality of. To be certain of or that. Lengthen. Verb. To make longer, to extend the length of. Dean. Noun. A senior official in a college or university, who may be in charge of a division or faculty. For example, the dean of science, or have some other advisory or disciplinary function. For example, the dean of students. Verb. To serve as a dean. Interests. Noun. The price paid for obtaining, or price received for providing, money or goods in a credit transaction, calculated as a fraction of the amount or value of what was borrowed. Verb. To engage the attention of, to awaken interest in, to excite emotion or passion in behalf of a person or thing. Noun. The persons interested in any particular business or cause. Taken collectively. Flooded. Verb. To overflow, as by water from excessive rainfall. Adjective. Filled with water from rain or rivers. Normally. Adverb. Under normal conditions or circumstances. Usually, most of the time. Mustard. Noun. A plant of certain species of the genus Brassica, or of related genera, especially Sinapes alba, in the family Brassicaceae, with yellow flowers and linear seed pods. Adjective. Of a dark yellow color. Concrete. Noun. A solid mass formed by the coalescence of separate particles. A compound substance. A concretion. Verb. Usually transitive. To cover with or encase in concrete. Building material. Adjective. Real. Actual. Tangible. Memory. Noun. The ability of the brain to record information or impressions with the facility of recalling them later at will. Ideas. Noun. An abstract archetype of a given thing, compared to which real-life examples are seen as imperfect approximations. Pure essence, as opposed to actual examples. Half. Noun. One of two usually roughly equal parts into which anything may be divided. Are considered as divided. Verb. To have. Adjective. Consisting of a half. One half. 50%. Adverb. In two equal parts or to an equal degree. Preposition. A half hour after. 30 minutes after. Used with the number of the hour.